Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about agriculture in Africa. Agriculture is at the basis of economic development. This is especially true for Africa, where 70% of the population is involved in agriculture. Moreover, World Bank estimates that the food market in Africa will continue to grow and will be the worth of US dollar trillion by 2030. Additionally, the demand for food will double, and with the increasing pressure to import, the sector is seen as the chance of growing economics and creating decent jobs for youth and smallholder farmers. Now, we are going to learn about what are the food crops growing in Africa, and flora and fauna or everything we have to learn this lesson. Agriculture in Africa. Agriculture is by far the single most important economic activity in Africa. It provides employment for about 2/3 of the continent's working population, and for each country contributes an average of 30 to 60% of gross domestic product and about 30% of value of exports. Agriculture is the major economic activity of African continent. Wheat is growing in temperate grassland, Mediterranean region and the Nile Valley. Rice is cultivated in Guinea Coast, Mozambique, Nile Valley. Maize and millets are grown all over the plateau region. Cotton is the chief cash crops of Africa. Egypt and Sudan cultivates the best quality of long stable cotton in the world. Coffee is grown in Ethiopia. Ghana is the chief producer of cocoa. Oil palm is cultivated in Western African countries. Sugarcane, rubber, sisal and tobacco are other major crops and are mostly grown in East African countries. Agriculture in Africa. A number of vegetables including tomatoes, onions, cabbages, peppers, eggplants and cucumber are raised in Africa. Tomatoes and onions, the most common vegetables, grown large quantities along the coast of North Africa. The principal beverage crops of Africa are tea, coffee, cocoa and grapes. Liberia is one of the countries whose economy took a leap as a result of their investment in agriculture sector. Approximately 80% of Western African country GDP is hugely contributed by Liberia and makes the highest in the world. 68% of Liberia employment is contributed by agriculture. Agriculture in Africa has a massive social economic footprint. More than 60% of population of sub-Saharan African is smallholder farmers, and about 23% of sub-Saharan Africa's GDP comes from agriculture. Yet, Africa is full agriculture potential remains untapped. Impact of agriculture in Africa. While negative impacts are serious and can include pollution and degradation of soil, water and air, agriculture can also positively impact on the environment, for instance by trapping greenhouse gases within the crops and soils and mitigating flood risks through the adoption of certain farming practices. The grow of plants and raise animals here to create the products that we consume. Though an understanding an ecosystem, water, soil, weather, chemistry and plant and animals biology, they provide us with the things we need to survive. Agriculture as a foundation of development and modernization of Africa is too limited. Environmental degradation and poor methods of farming make it difficult for African societies to reduce poverty and maintain sustainable environment. Practical implication. In order to develop agriculture as an economic engine, it is critical for African society to establish and adopt integrated infrastructure of agriculture. Such a developmental scheme would focus on smallholder farms. Flora and fauna. African vegetation develops in direct response to the interacting effects on rainfall, temperature, topography, and types of soil. Forests cover about 20% of the total land area of the continent. The flora and fauna currently found in Africa are descended from plants and animal species were present in the continent when it was separated from other land masses during the break of Gondwana land. Fever tree, sauvages, and major trees of Africa. There are over 1 million species of animals in Africa, including both the heaviest elephants and tallest giraffe land animals on the earth, while rhinoceros, western green mamba, zebra, African elephants, chimpanzee, gorilla, wild beast, hippopotamus, and giraffe are the major animals of Africa. Bonobo, wild dogs, hyena, and lemur are the typical animals of Africa. Flora in Africa. There are an estimated 22,000 different species of plants in South Africa. This make up nearly 10% of all the plant species on the earth. South Africa is the only country that can claim to have one of the world's 6 floral kingdoms completely within its borders. This is the Cape Floral Kingdom, and it is marked by the fibrous families. About 8,000 of the species are concentrated in the small region of the Western Cape. It mainly consists of evergreen leaf plants with fine needle-like leaves. Only 1% of South African territory is covered with forest. This area is almost exclusively on the humid coastal plains of the Indian Ocean and adjacent cliffs. Grassland covers the largest area of the country. On the highfield, the plant cover is dominated by the different grasses, low shrubs, and acacia trees. Animals in Africa. Africa is endowed with variety of wild animals. For each ecological setting, there are wild animals to match and habitats within which to sustain them. Some of these wild animals are classified as endangered, while others are more populous and therefore of least concern. No matter the size of respective populations, they each contributed to the biodiversity balance within and across their respective African territories. Lying almost entirely within the tropics and equally the north and the south of the equator creates favorable conditions for rich wildlife. Africa is home to many of world's famous fauna and human cultures such as lions, rhinos, cheetahs, giraffes, hippos, and leopard, zebras, African elephant, among many others. Can you understand why there are more large animals still in Africa than any other continent? The most direct answer regarding the survival of large animals in Africa is that its vast forested areas gave them ample areas and hide from man. Thank you, students.